I think the very first thing which I want to share is this: study smart, don't study hard. Coming to JC, or let's say at this stage currently in university, right, the amount of information will just get more and more. The same way in which you study your secondary school, right, is not going to be enough. What I mean by study smart is not saying like, hey, you don't study. You need to understand like how you should approach. Let's say if you know your exam is going to be at this period, it's not like 1 or 2 weeks you try to cram all the information inside, because like that you're going to burn out, and especially when exams are back to back. So spread things out in advance and approach the studying strategically, like I previously said. If let's say you study in 3 blocks of 1 hour versus study in 1 block of 3 hours, definitely the separate blocks will be more efficient, because the law of diminishing returns will kick in. The curve goes like that. The amount of knowledge you get will just get more and more flat. The amount of time which you could originally use to recharge and prepare you for the next studying block, you are actually using it, not gaining information. So really understand like what is your own studying style. Are you the type that are able to sustain long hours studying, or are you the type that actually, like me, who can only study for a very short period of time? You really have to plan out accordingly. It will actually help you to cram the most amount of information inside your head. The amount of time you spend, right, is not always positively correlated to the amount of information that you absorb.
Previously, one of the other guests actually shared that there is like an ongoing competition of to study hard. They will try to portray to the rest of the others that they are studying very hard. So what is your advice for this kind of people?
As consumers, right, one thing that's very important is just not fall prey to all these kind of things, because the fact that they are actually using the phone to study, to pause that they are studying, right, it shows that they put their book there, but they are using their phone. Are they actually studying? That's the question we're asking. Like, is it effective? It might not. Actually, the most effective way of studying is you put your phone away, you just study about. You don't have the time to go and take the Insta story. So the efficiency of them studying is actually not there, for the way I see it. And let's say for people who actually get constantly affected, what I want you to understand is just that these are what they are doing. It's up to you whether you want to get affected. What you can do is you can spend your time looking at their stories and feel guilty about it. Alternatively, what you can do is, frankly speaking, just put your phone away, do your studying. It doesn't matter, because whether they study or don't study is their grades. But whether you study or don't study, that is your grades. Focus on what you can control. And some of my friends who know that they get easily distracted by social media, they will actually delete their entire Instagram about 3 to 4 weeks right prior to exam, to just completely cut themselves from all the things from social media. That is something in which you can do, because a lot of times people fall into this thing called FOMO, like they are scared that they miss out. But then the thing about this is that if let's say you have already studied, then you look at people, it's like, hey, he's also studying, I need to continue study. But if you know you have already burned out, like previously said, then you're not giving yourself enough time to rest. At the end of the day, you're not getting the information in still. So don't make it a competition. The only competition you have is yourself. So just focus on your own pace. If your friends is giving you a toxic energy, right, just block them off away and focus on your own things. I mean, that will be my advice.
All right, hey, thanks, Hsin An. So just to quickly sum up, is to really know your own study pattern, your studying style, especially if you think that you will get affected, okay, on social media especially, okay, then you want to take preemptive measures, either to put your phone away, like what Hsin An has mentioned, delete the app for that period. Then it won't be actively checking, or it won't give you the convenience to check your friends' update.